If you're looking for Twingo, you came to the right place. If you're looking for Twingo, just look right in my face. I was born standing up and talking back. My daddy was a green-eyed man and Jack because it's Twingo. My middle name is Misery. Actually, it's Falula. It's Twingo. So don't you mess around with me. Here in lockdown from a secret East London location, located, of course, on Plague Island. We're here in lockdown. You're there in lockdown, wherever it is that you are, and we welcome you. Yes, we're here to play Twingo, but of course we cannot play Twingo until we bring to the stage the queen of the Double R Club herself, my wife, the organ grinder to my monkey. Not that euphemism. Rose Thorn.
Rose is in the house.
You nearly forgot to say that, didn't you?
Rose is in the house. I've got a new app.
Rose Thorn, still not on. There you go. You're off camera for a while there. Yes, so we're here. We're doing the thing with the Twingo. We have the thing. Is there anything we need to say before I explain the rules to anyone who's either... no, thank you. Before I explain the rules to anyone who's never played before, or someone who may be in such an alcoholic stupor that it has slipped their mind. Anything that needs to be said?
I don't think so.
So I'll just... It's going to be a long one, guys. Okay, so yes, welcome to Twingo episode 47, if you can fucking believe it. Or is it? Dagenham East, Dagenham East, Dagenham. No one's going to understand that joke. Okay, yes, basically, welcome to Twingo. If you're new, we welcome you. If you're old, you know, you're not as old as we are, so you're fine. Basically, it's very, very simple. You're aware, of course, of what bingo is. You're aware, of course, what Twin Peaks is. You don't have to know anything specifically about Twin Peaks. But you know what bingo is, you know what Twin Peaks is. Bingo, Twin Peaks, bingo, Twin Peaks, bingo, Twingo. It's a portmanteau word. It's a composite word, if you will. Twin Peaks, bingo, that's all it is, basically. Each and every one of these balls, these Twingo balls in here, has written on them either a character from Twin Peaks, a quote from Twin Peaks, a place from Twin Peaks, an object from Twin Peaks. And one of those balls could correspond with one of the squares on your Twingo card. You should have your Twingo card by now. If you don't have your Twingo card by now, it's probably a little bit too late, but you can still watch. There'll still be lots of hijinks to happen. But yes, it could correspond to one of the squares on your Twingo card. How many squares on a Twingo card? 25 on each and every Twingo card, and we are looking for a full Twingo card. So when one of these balls corresponds to one of the squares, simply take a writing implement and cross it off. If you don't want to use a writing implement, if you're a professional, have a dabber, simply dab it. Or if you have not a writing implement, not a dabber, then simply take your fingers and make a hole in the paper, or as we say, invaginate. So simply invaginate. And then that way you can keep a track of how you're going. We're looking for a full Twingo card, and each and every square cross-dabbed or invaginated. A full lodge, as we say here at Twingo. Not a line, not a diagonal, not corners, none of that shit. A full Twingo card, a full lodge. And once you have a full lodge, simply type into the comments below the word Twingo in capital letters with as many exclamation marks as you see fit. And at that point, we will take a screen grab of your win, and we will continue to play. Why continue to play? I hear you say I've already won. Well, each and every game of Twingo has how many winners? 3 winners for every game of Twingo, and this evening's game is no exception. We will continue to play and screen grab every winner until we have 3 winners. Now, we screen grab the winners as they come in on the comments because we have to take the order they appear on our machine. They may appear in a different order on yours. They probably will. We have to go by what we see because we can't see what you can see. You see? Or can we? No, we can't. Or can we? Can we? Can we? Or can we? No. So basically, yes, when we got 3 winners, then Rose will go away. She knows which cards you each have, so she can check if she's sober enough. She can check whether you have one or whether you've called fraudulently. Now, if you call Twingo incorrectly, or as we say here at Twingo, fraudulently, then everyone in the comments will be able to call you an imbecile in capital letters with as many exclamation marks as they see fit. And we will have to continue to play. It seldom happens. Another chocolate then. It seldom happens, but it has happened. That's pretty much it. I will say we have called no balls yet, but there is a ball in here somewhere with the log lady written on it. It's not been called. But when it is called, the log lady, not been called, but when it is, we drink a toast to that character, to the wonderful Catherine Coulson who played that character. We drink a toast if you don't have an alcoholic drink. Trust me when I say you are going to fucking need one. We certainly will. So that's pretty much it. I think I've covered everything. I mean, there's various...
Chocolate?
No, still, no, I'm fine. What is it? Have you just discovered a box of chocolates that you didn't know you had?
Yeah, I got them for my Christmas.
Christmas chocolate.
They're called Neapolitans.
So different flavours. So what have we got in there?
We have
Orange by the look of it, no?
dark chocolate.
Right.
Milk chocolate.
I mean, they're not particularly breathtaking. Oh,
with hazelnut.
still not particularly impressive or
And
diverse.
Milk chocolate.
So you got dark milk with nuts and milk.
Yeah. Neapolitan.
That's rubbish. No, I
A
mean,
lot of red ones. The red ones are dark chocolate, and there's a lot of them. So there's that.
Okay. So right, we've had some gin. We even had some beer with dinner. So it could go horribly wrong this evening because we've had gin and beer. What
and a lot of pain medication.
And a great deal of pain medication on the part of Rose Thorne here. So we'll be pulling her down off the ceiling before you know it. She may get a panic attack and turn into a panicky goose, panicky goose, panicky goose, panicky goose. That's a little treat for you there. You may see that again, or maybe we'll just forget that we've even got there.
There is no archivist.
Well, there's no archivist, and there are no more tickets to the funeral. There's no archivist this evening. Jin Ryan obviously had a better offer, and so I don't know if someone wants to be the archivist. Basically, the archivist just takes a note of what's been called and what hasn't, and people can ask them because people do, their attention span wanes as the alcohol in their blood rises, and sometimes they so and so be called. Is that a thing? Where am I? What do I live? Or all that kind of malarkey. So we don't have no archivist. If you want to try and someone wants to volunteer, that's up to them. But it's not an easy job, and Ruby Wednesday will tell you that.
Yeah, I haven't spoken to her since.
So that's probably why.
Haven't scared the Ryans away forever. They were here last week, but there's a lot happening at the Blue Rose Magazine HQ.
Yes, well, Scott's got a new book out, so he's doing lots of interviews and things like that. And plus, he now does hate us. There is that.
Well, he hates you.
There was a
thing. There was a thing
that was
supposed to happen. And we agreed that we would partake in the thing with them.
And then
the thing happened.
This is making them sound like swingers.
And we didn't want to partake in. We didn't want to do what Scott asked us to do.
No, because I mean it was
limits.
physically demanding and possibly injurious.
Yeah, and we have limits. So we said no.
We said no.
Scott.
We said stop. Hammer time, we said.
Scott went in a huff with you.
He went in a minute and a half.
And basically sent me hate mail.
Hate mail.
He sent me a message which said he hated me. And that's not a lie. Not a lie. Earlier on, I said to him the other day, was it all Ben's fault? And he went, no, it's your fault. I told you. So it's me. It's me.
Anyway, enough of talking about people who aren't even here.
Well, are they? Are they?
No.
Drugs and gin.
Are they watching us from a distance like God? No, they're not. Okay, so drugs and gin, beer with dinner, and balls. Are we ready to Twingo?
Oh, yeah.
Let's Twingo!
Oh.
First ball out this evening.
First ball out tonight, we have the one, the only Pete Martell.
Pete Martell, played by the wonderful Mr. Jack Nance, who appeared in 1991 in a spanking pornographic video. Not making that up, it is online for your delectation. Pete Martell. Spanking good. Pete Martell.
Double R Diner.
Double R Diner, not club, but diner. It's a diner. It's the Double R Diner. If you have the Double R Diner or Pete Martell on your card, simply take the pen or the dabber and cross it, dab it, or invaginate. You don't have to do the screwing motion, but I think it would help you get. You're a dipper.
I'm a dipper.
She's a dipper. I'm a screwer. I mean, it's been said. Double R Diner.
At home with delicious dog. Do you dip or do you screw?
Or do you drew or script? Oh, mixing it up.
The evil. Oh shit! I'm going to get the prop. The evil in these woods.
The evil in these woods. The evil in these woods. If you have the evil in these woods on your Twingo card, cross it, dab it, or
double evil.
Double evil. Stereo evil. Ooh. The evil in these woods.
The proper way. Oh, it's an orange one. It's an orange one. That means, you know what that means?
Nothing.
It does mean something. It's a COVID expansion pack ball. It does not appear in the original Twingo ball collection.
Oh, okay, so it sort of signifies something, but actual meaning, not so really.
It means it's from the Twingo expansion pack only for
COVID expansion pack.
Twin Peaks High School.
Twin Peaks High School, where in the corridors they do this and then moonwalk, much like this. Twin Peaks High School, cross it, dab it.
What was your favourite school dinner?
My senior school did a really good hot dog. And Kevin Nutman once fitted an entire hot dog in his mouth.
Wow.
It was quite something to see.
Side to side.
But also, they would have a nice, like a triangular sponge, quite a dense sponge with icing on it.
What colour?
It was either white or pink. And then custard. That was really good. That was really good. But the worst school dinner was when I was at junior school. At one point, they swapped. So they thought, oh, give the kids more options. Give the kids more options. But none of the options that were like set meal things, none of the options were anything that I liked everything of. So I chose the one that also included a raw carrot. And I just thought, well, I'll just leave the carrot and I'll eat everything else. Ooh. But it didn't work out like that because I ate everything else, and then I was taking my tray up to get rid of the carrot, and the dinner lady went, "You're not eating the carrot." I said, "No, I'm not eating the carrot." She went, "You're going to eat the carrot." I said, "No, I'm not. I'm not going to eat it." She said, "Sit down and eat the carrot, because if you don't eat the carrot, you won't be allowed out to play during the whole of lunch break." So I sat down and I got the carrot and I stood it on its end. And I crossed my arms and I stared at it for the entirety of the lunch break. And I didn't eat it. And in the end, she had to let me go to class. So I fucking won.
Let my people go.
Let my people, let my carrots go. Making me eat a carrot. I don't want a carrot, but don't, you know. I will choose to eat a carrot. I will not be told.
John Atfield says, was that set up for a joke? No, John. No.
No.
No, this is Twingo on Cody and Jim.
Carrot it. No, that doesn't work. I'm not going to say it either. Carrot it.
Stop it. Oh, if you've got it, get ready to shake it. If it's somewhere secret, get ready to exert it.
Exerted?
Is that the word? Remove.
Insert and...
Exert. Insert.
I don't think exert is a word.
Insert and extract it.
Extract it.
Extract it. It's pine cone.
Pine cone. Wave the pine cone. It may be a sexual pine cone. It may just be a pine cone. Pine cone. Yeah. Pine cone. Pine cone. Cross it. Dab it. Pine cone. A cone of pine. Not a coat of pine. That sounds like a wooden overcoat, which is, of course, slang for a coffin.
Or a pine overcoat. Is that what you said? What did you say?
Pine coat.
A pine coat would be like a pine tree.
Do you want me to say it again? We'll start and then we'll cut the bit out. Okay. Well, not a pine cone, not a pine coat.
Or a pine nut. I don't know what I'm supposed to be saying. I forgot what was happening.
Twingo! Twingo! Gin, beer, painkillers.
Green butt skunk.
It's a butt skunk. It's a green butt skunk. It's not the skunk that apparently has been cancelled this week. Pepe Le Pew apparently has been cancelled by the woke brigade. That's not real. Cancel culture, not real. Not real. It's just a load of bullshit that arseholes who run tabloid newspapers like to talk about. Green butt skunk is what you having another chocolate? No, I'm fine, thanks. No, fine, thank you.
Maybe take the chocolate.
I think take them away. I think it was a call for help rather than an offer of chocolate. I've got my nut tub for sustenance.
I have a surprise for later.
Yeah, it's usually quite, it's not pleasant. It's deeply ominous when you say that during Twingo. A surprise for later. Okay.
I know what I was going to say.
See, I knew there was something. What is it? Are we getting the pine coat reference now,
No,
or something else?
that's
Forget
gone.
that never happened. We'll cut that out.
Tonight sees a Twingo first.
A Twingo first, you say? That is not a Twingo first. That has happened before.
A Twingo first.
Twingo first.
At midnight tonight. At 1 minute past midnight.
Or 1 second, sure.
Or 1 second. There will be 2 Twingalier birthdays appear in the horizon.
We have 2, but what
Two
she's saying is
tomorrow.
2 of the people that are playing Twingo, it's their birthday tomorrow. I'm just translating.
Happy birthday, Stephen.
Happy birthday, Stephen.
Happy birthday, Patrick.
Stephen and Patrick, happy birthday to you. Squash tomatoes and stew, bread and butter, in the gutter. Happy birthday to you.
Twingalier.
Twingalier birthday.
Double birthday.
Double birthday. That's not good. No, that means.
Don't do that. Double birthday. Happy birthday.
Don't do that one.
Twice.
Right.
Madeline Ferguson.
Madeline Ferguson, better known as Maddie. She hated those glasses. She's going back to Missoula, Montana. Madeline Ferguson, Missoula, Montana, where she comes from. Of course, where Steve Albini was raised. I don't mean stood on a box or by wolves. By his parents in a very ordinary fashion. Madeline Ferguson.
I'd like to have been raised by wolves.
You mean you weren't? Raised by haggises.
Haggai. Haggai, the great mysterious Haggai of the Northern Isles. Not from the Northern Isles.
No, you're not. Maybe they migrated.
How do they get across the water?
They flew.
They don't fly. Only an Englishman would say a haggis flew. They probably got in their boat. They have a rowing boat.
Yeah, because that's less fucking ridiculous than flying.
Haggises don't fly.
No, they don't.
Am I right, Jay? They'll be telling me.
That's
That's my gin.
Your gin.
Right, back to Twingo because that's why we're here. Twingo in the house. 2 balls, Hannah.
Who's that?
Who's that? My niece.
Hannah. All right. For some reason, she just mentioned her niece for no good reason. Okay. At some point, she may refer to someone who carves stone. Just ignore it.
An author. Ooh, Black Lodge.
Black Lodge. It is the lodge that is black. Where am I and how can I leave? The Black Lodge.
Catherine Martell.
Catherine Falula Martell. Catherine Martell, played, of course, by the wonderful Piper Laurie, who was, of course, many years before in a film with Paul Newman called The Hustler, where, if you'll know, they popularized the classic dance, The Hustle, where they said, do the hustle. Higher one. No, where?
Do the hustle. I did an extra dance step. Do the hustle.
Can we rewrite what the hustle is?
We looked up what the hustle was.
Yeah, no, I forgot. I think it was a mixture of things,
Yeah, so that's
and it varied.
A mixture of things.
That was a remix.
Roast on
Can I get a rewind?
Whoop whoop. Don't know what rewind is. Whoop whoop. Is that what you do? Whoop whoop.
That's not what I do. No,
Like the devil horns. Whoop whoop.
that's Twingo. Stop whooping.
Roses in the house. Whoop whoop whoop. Mayor Dwayne Milford.
Mayor Dwayne Milford. Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Mayor Dwayne Milford. Mayor Dwayne Milford. He's Dwayne Milford. He's the mayor. He's Mayor Dwayne Milford. Is he a MILF? We'll never know.
Sheriff's Station.
Sheriff's Station. It's a station where the sheriff is. It's his. It's the Sheriff's Station. Station gets one mention in the third Bill and Ted film, which we've decided doesn't exist. They were having a whale of a time. Good luck to them. But it's not good. It's not good.
It was bad.
In fact, it was bad. And we felt bad.
We watched it because we felt we ought to.
Because the first two, I think, are fucking great.
And Keanu Reeves is a good lad.
Seems like a good lad.
Good lad.
But
he was that time I met him. He's a good lad. Yeah.
But yes, sadly, as far as the Lushthorn review goes, it's a no from us.
It's a double thumbs down.
It's a double thumbs down. We're looking at the...
People are saying how street I am.
Yes, street. Like a walker. Twingo.
Agent Gordon Cole.
Agent Gordon Cole. Agent Gordon Falula Cole. Special Agent Gordon Cole.
Paul in Manchester suggests that by the time the real Double R Club gets back, this hustler dance extravaganza will be the show, because everybody will have forgotten what to do when they get live on stage.
And quite frankly, it lasts as long as a Double R Club show. So.
Yeah.
Well,
would we like some more news?
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Give me a chance to have a drink.
This April the 28th, which is a Wednesday, we, i.e. Cabaret versus Cancer, are one of the official partners of Superhero in the City. An opportunity for you to get sponsored to do a 5K travel-thon. You have to walk, cycle, run, scooter,
roll, whatever you want,
bicycle, whatever you like. 5K for sponsorship money for Cabaret versus Cancer.
No matter how you want to perambulate or
Yeah.
be driven, not driven, that's probably...
The driving is out.
Unless you're on the roof rack, then I think we'll allow it.
You can sign up. It's free to sign up. You can be anywhere in the world and do this. So even if you're not in the UK, you can sign up and get people to sponsor you to do a 5k virtual run, walk, cycle, scooter.
You can film yourself doing it if you like. You don't have to. You can
Um,
do it in a funny superhero costume if you like, but you don't have
But
to.
you don't have to. All
Because
you
you're a
have to do-
superhero in as much as you are raising money for Cabaret versus Cancer.
And not all heroes wear capes, even though I'm wearing a cape tonight.
So some do.
Some do, but not all heroes
Not
wear
all.
capes.
No capes!
You can't drive, John.
No, apparently that's...
But you have to get there under your own
Steam.
emotion.
That's not the word. A paint-powered
You have to
vehicle of
get
some
there.
kind.
You walk, run, cycle,
You can roll,
swim, roll, tumble,
tumble, skip.
hustle. You can hustle your way there. You can skip your way
You
there.
can't skip, can you?
No, I can't skip.
Because it's considered, but in her mind, as a kind of a jump, and that's what something you
Jumping, I don't believe in.
don't believe. But skipping, you can
Can't
skip.
No.
You can skip.
But
Hop,
if you go,
pogo stick.
you can, and you can also pogo stick.
That would be great.
But the most important.
Stilts, on stilts.
Shut your mouth.
Even these
Shut
kind
your
of
mouth.
stilts.
But the most important thing is that you go to cabaretversuscancer.co.uk and sign up, register, and start fundraising. If you raise £100, you'll get a medal, an actual medal,
Actual.
and a personal thank you note from me.
And she don't thank anybody. So
I mean, that's worth it in itself,
in
isn't it?
of itself.
So you can get the kids involved. We're asking people to do it on the Wednesday because that's International Superhero Day, which I didn't even know existed.
Is that a thing?
Apparently it is.
You think I'd have known about it?
Well, they didn't tell you.
I didn't.
Shell, you can run after geese for 5
Space
kilometers.
hopper, said Andrea.
Space hopper.
It'd be tough. I reckon that'd be tough on the thighs, but I would salute you for space hoppering for 5k.
So anywhere in the world, but you have to register. You have to register and you have to start fundraising. We do recommend that you use Virgin Money to start fundraising on, but if you want to just get people to give you actual hard cash, I will also accept that for the charity. So go on to cabaretversuscancer.co.uk, Wednesday, the 28th of April. And I just thought of something else I'm going to do. If you raise £100,
Then you get a medal
and a personalised note. However, you will also get your name read out on Twingo on the 29th of April.
mean, surely that's the real prize. Fuck the medal and the everything.
Oh,
It's like, I will have been immortalised on Twingo, which is Twin Peaks Bingo, that happens every week in front of a handful of people who are mostly too drunk to take part.
But it lives on the internet forever. So go find a team. Don't find a team. Do it on your own. Do it with a friend. Adhere to government guidelines in your local vicinity.
Whatever they are on that date.
On that date, but you create your own 5 kilometres. So if you want to walk around the car park,
Well, you don't
enough times,
create your own.
You create your own
measure
journey.
of distance, do you?
Create your own journey.
Because otherwise you could say this is 5k because I've created a new metric.
I have to walk to the cemetery, do 2 laps of the cemetery, and then come home.
That's
3k.
2
5k.
laps. Back.
Yeah, there, round twice, back again.
That doesn't seem so bad.
That doesn't seem so bad. It's quite a long.
It's always further away the cemetery than you think it is.
So,
but yeah, you know that you would know that because you're not here. We are.
But I'm going on a practice walk with Ruby next week to see if I can do it, even if I have to take a stick. So there we go. Make it happen. Sign up, register, and hear your name pronounced live on Twingo.
And often pronounced incorrectly.
Yeah.
So let's go. Let's continue with the Twingo.
Not all heroes wear capes.
Stop doing
Look
that.
at the way the cape moves. Oh, this is really hard.
Yeah, as I was thinking, it's really, really bad for your back.
Back to Twingo. I'm going to read out a Twingo ball which may be on your card.
That's the whole game.
The man from another place.
Is it the woman from just down the hall? No. It's the man from another place. Oh, he's from another place. That man, the man from another place.
Maybe this is why my back hurts so much on a Friday.
Because you do the twist.
Because I get excited because I'm full of sugar.
You're full of something.
She's my cousin.
She's my cousin, but doesn't she look almost exactly like Laura Palmer? She's my cousin. Cousins.
Oh.
The Queen and Prince Philip are cousins. Not even making that up. Incest, good. Racism, also good, apparently. Just saying. Paedophilia, fine, apparently. I'm only going by their I'm taking them at their actions. But like I've always said, when it comes to the great British royal family, fuck them, they're parasites. Been arguing this since I was like 12.
And perhaps buy some cherry pie.
That was seamless.
Right.
What? With what?
Buy some cherry pie. Why not buy some cherry pie?
Why not helps the cadence. Cherry pie. I was just going off on a thing. She brought it back with cherry pie that you make out at the Double R Diner that also has been called cherry pie. Cherry. Damn fine. This must be where pies go when they die. Cherry pie. When they die, cherry pie. When they die, cherry pie.
Coffee.
Oh, what goes better with cherry pie than a cup of hot, strong, blacker than midnight on a moonless night, coffee. Coffee. Coffee.
Agent Rosenfield.
Agent Albert Rosenfield. Agent Rosenfield. Fuck Gene Kelly, motherfucker. Agent Rosenfield.
Oh, you were all waiting for this last week. Oh, you were so angry it didn't come out. It's Harley's Hog.
Hurley's Hog. We mean, of course, his motorcycle, his Harley Davidson, not his unit, as Hog can sometimes suggest, colloquially. Hurley's Hog. Hurley's Hog. Oh dear.
The archivist had asked if we called a number.
Rupert is the archivist and
Yeah.
he's asking questions.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Oh, the Bookhouse Boy.
The book, they've got the books, they've got the house. They're boys. They're the Bookhouse Boys. The Bookhouse Boys.
Creamed corn.
Cream corn. It doesn't really work. I've got to be honest. It needs the drumming. It needs Bill Riflin's drummer. I think the late Bill Riflin, actually. You know, it's a large song. Man goat creamed corn. Maybe I'll get the drum out for next week. Creamed corn.
Oh, we got neighbours
corn.
moving in tomorrow.
No, we haven't. Creamed corn.
I can't believe we got all of Twingo with no neighbours.
I think it's fantastic. I'd go the rest of my life without any fucking neighbours.
Angelo Badalamenti.
Angelo Badalamenti, he wrote the theme tune, he played the theme tune, he appeared even in Mulholland Drive. He's Angelo Badalamenti.
Josie, don't know, Shell, we're not getting a twin tub out. No, it's not happening. He's not giving my ideas. That can happen when lockdown is over and I have left the building.
I do have, I've been thinking about the twin tub.
And Heather, the recorder show is on the 1st anniversary. I've managed to practice twice in the last 7 days.
Yeah, so it's not.
I made a video recording and sent it to Sean Mooney. Magic Mooney. And let's just say when I listened back, it didn't sound like it sounded in my head.
In your head, yes, right.
I thought I was playing at pace.
At the right tempo.
And it turns out that I'm just Fozzie Bear. I have no sense of rhythm. Maybe we should get the
metronome.
TikToker out.
Get the TikToker out.
Yeah.
Get the metronome out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'd be Da, 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 da.
Yeah, don't give the tune away.
They know the
No,
tune.
don't
It's the
spoil
Imperial
it.
Death March.
No, the expectations have to be reduced.
Da, da,
Don't.
da, da, da.
Stop it.
I'm trying. I'm no. I'm.
You're ruining my
I'm
first
trying to
word.
lower them. They expect a ho ho.
Let's get the TikTok thing out tomorrow.
We'll get the TikTok
for the
thing out.
practicing
Yes.
at the weekend. So yeah, that's our first show,
Ah.
which is on the 2nd of April. 1 year anniversary of Twingo on the 2nd of April. So I'm hoping that you'll all be here. 'Cause I'll
We
be
fucking
here.
will.
I'll be here. I'll be here.
I'll be there.
I'll be here. I'll be here. Josie Packard.
What a knob! Josie Falula Packard. Josie Packard. Josie Packard. Josie.
Oh dear, John Atfield. John Atfield says, my mum was clearing out some stuff of mine the other day, including his first easel, because John's the lavishly tooled artist, which was a nice wooden one. And she was about to put it in the bin, but he stopped her and said, save the pine easel. Yeah, but I didn't say it, did I? I said, save the pine easel.
Very similar.
John, you tricked me.
Tricked. That ball has not been called.
Rupert saying, did we call Darth Vader? It's all gone to chaos. I'm going to read out some balls in quick succession, so you better pay attention, you John bloody Atfield. Douglas Furs.
Douglas Spurs, the name of the boyless performer, only does Twin Peaks styled routines. Douglas Fur. Douglas Furs. That's what boylesques do, I imagine. Douglas Furs. Douglas Furs. What kind of trees you got around here, Douglas Furs?
Fish in the percolator.
See you later, percolator. In a while, pedophile. Hey, Prince Andrew. See you later, percolator. The royal pedophile. Fish in the percolator. There was a fish in the percolator.
What's that? It's a bird in a tree.
Still not a bird in a tree. Bird in a tree.
Oh, save the pine weasel.
Price for that. Save the pine easel. Weasel.
Weasel. Wee. Pine weasel.
Save the pine weasel. That's your 1 second. Save the pine weasel. Save the pine weasel.
Ooh, the Norwegians are leaving.
Whether they're leaving Hondy Hond, we will never know, but they are leaving. The Norwegians are leaving, and my air sacs have never felt so good. The Norwegians, well, they're leaving. So.
Oh, Jacques' cabin.
He's cabinet uptown, uptown. I'm cabinet uptown, uptown. Your business friends, Australian. Your business friends, Australian. Sideways, sideways. He's cabbing it uptown. Jacques cabin it uptown. Jacques cabin. Jacques cabin.
I would also recommend to those people who watch television things on YouTube, to watch a program from New York City called Cash Cab.
Cash Cab.
Cash Cab.
Cash Cab.
Cash Cab.
Cash
Cash
Cab.
Cab is a real New York taxi. And if you get into Cash Cab, sirens go off, lights go off, and you can win money by answering questions.
And it has to take between when you get in and wherever you reach your destination. But if you get too many questions wrong, the car stops and they kick you out before you're there. Cash Cab.
It is amazing.
It's a corking
They
show.
tried to do it in London, but it didn't work.
Did they really?
Yeah, it didn't work. Because what worked was because it was New York.
New York.
Monkeys in the house.
Monkey in the house.
Monkeys in the house. I'll put your electric blanket on. Puss, puss. Puss, puss.
They understand
cash
every word you
So
say.
look it up on the interweb called YouTube.
Cash cab.
YouTube.
YouTube. You're a tube.
YouTube. You're a tube monkey.
Monkey tube.
Bobby Briggs.
Bobby killed a guy. Bobby Falula Briggs. Bobby Briggs. Bobby Briggs. Bobby Briggs. Bobby Briggs. Bobby Briggs. Bobby Briggs. Bobby's milkshake Briggs all the boys to the yard. Bobby Briggs. Julie Cruz sang the theme tune, appeared in the show, not to be confused with Julie Cruz Ship, who was a thoroughly disreputable and murderous individual. We ask instead for you to cross, dab, or invaginate Julie Cruz. Julie Cruz thinks about her dogs when she sings.
Laura Palmer.
Laura is the one. Laura Falula Palmer. She hates asparagus. Does this mean she'll never grow up? Well, it's not that means she'll never grow up. Spoiler, 30 years. And also, it's maybe not, depending on how you interpret season 3. Laura Palmer. Laura Falula. Miss Twin Peaks. Why, I have never been there. How can I miss it if I've never been? Miss Twin Peaks. Miss Twin Peaks. Monkeys prowling around. Suspiciously.
The evil that men do.
Hashtag not all men, but let's be honest, there's enough fucking men for it to be an issue. The evil that men do. The evil that men do.
Fish.
Simply fish. We've had fish in the percolator. Now we simply remove it from the percolator, and what are we left with? Fish. There's no ball that just says percolator, but there is one that just says fish. Is it a halibut?
Ooh.
A salmon?
It's not a halibut.
A bream?
You couldn't fit a halibut in a fish.
Is it big?
Well, halibut's a big flat fish. It's likely to be a trout.
A trout.
A river trout.
Rainbow.
No, a river trout.
A steelhead.
A brown
A salmon.
river trout, I would suggest. Stop trying to trick me, John.
What is he doing?
Did you know when owls sleep, they imagine
Listen.
themselves to be humans walking about doing day-to-day things? The owls are not what they dream.
You know what? This puts me in mind of that Scottish bloke. What was he? Nesbitt.
Rab.
He was rabbing it uptown.
Twingo! Ooh, just in time. It's the log lady.
Ladies and gentlemen, and the intrepidly non-binary, I give you the wonderful Catherine Coulson as the log lady.
Amazing.
Your business friends, Australian. Sideways.
I think I've been gabbing on tonight, and it's got nearly 42, so I need to. I'm going to read these balls in quick succession. Pay attention, Twingo.
Speed round.
The giant.
He is so big. The giant, later of course known as the fireman. The giant. Cross it off.
Diary.
Simply diary. Is it secret? We don't know. It could be. She had 2, you know. Diary.
Entering the town of Twin Peaks.
Entering the town of Twin Peaks. Entering the town of Twin Peaks. You are.
The Great Northern Hotel.
Is it the mediocre Southern B&B? No. It's the Great Northern Hotel. It would be a red house if you were playing Monopoly.
The one-armed Man.
The one-armed man, played by the wonderful Mr. Al Strobel. The one-armed man. The one-armed man.
My log saw something.
My log saw something. My log saw something. Cross it, dab it.
Major Briggs.
Is he nonchalant, kind of lackadaisical when it comes to the Briggs? No, he's a Major Briggs. There's no skimping on the Briggsin with Major Briggs.
One-eyed.
One-eyed Jacks. One-eyed Jacks. It's a gambling emporium. It's a bar. It's a whorehouse.
Whitetail Falls.
Whitetail Falls is the name of the waterfall at Twin Peaks outside the Great Northern Hotel. It's Whitetail Falls. Cross it, dab it.
Taking a picture of monkey on the sofa.
Monkey on the
Contains
sofa.
to any Twingo
Sitting on a
who may be interested.
thing.
I, dear Benjamin Louche,
Yes.
I'm going to fill up the glasses of gin. You can do that thing that you do. And when I come back, got a surprise for you.
So we're sticking around for it for nothing else. At which point, during this intermission, Rose goes away to refresh our drinks. And what I usually do at this time, I take a popular or well-known song and I fucking murder it, having rewritten the lyrics to my own ends. I have done just that this evening. Where the hell is my... Oh, it's under the pine cone. It was hiding. I also accompany myself with a kazoo. This evening I will be using the Woodman 1969 wooden kazoo. I've chosen an 80s classic, as I so often do. And I've realised that while we've all been on lockdown, perhaps we haven't been eating as well as we should. And this can have kind of digestive issues. And some of you, maybe all of you, may at one or another time during lockdown have become horribly constipated. So I've written a song about constipation around an 80s classic. Sing along if you know it. You won't know it, I've rewritten it. Okay. You're locked in despair. A seizing filth in your endo pain, you're crying, pulsating. Your waist won't disembark and you feel the shame. It's sadistic and doleful. No joy screeching out in a cursing sigh. Your bowels are a landfill. You're squealing, push on, but your poo won't comply. Maybe sunbeams for tea. Maybe sunbeams for tea. Or an enema. You feel sick and grieving. Daunting, gross bum refusal stinks. Your system's appalling. You moan in your plight, hoping you'll soon shite a cruel, sweaty violence. Your forced anal gland, you've mislaid your shite. Excremental resistance. You're squealing, push on, but your poo won't comply. Maybe sunbeams for tea. Maybe sunbeams for tea. Or an animal. Instrumental break. Maybe sunbeams for tea. Maybe sunbeams for tea. Or an animal. Forgive me, Mitch, wherever you are. So welcome back to the stage. Roastorm. Put this away, back in its box. Make sure there's some spittle going on.
Ooh.
I say.
Ooh, yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We have something, Benjamin Lush, which I expect may require you to tuck a napkin into your shirt.
To tuck a napkin?
Oh, yeah. Tonight, Benjamin Lush, we are having for our mid-Twingo break snack a jam donut.
Or as they say in America, a jelly donut.
Jam donut. We have no Americans watching this evening.
Fuck those guys.
Fuck those guys. So we're having a jam donut. I know how precious you are about getting jam on your lipstick. So I brought you a knife and fork.
Oh, I need to put it on. Can I use this as a table for jam donut?
Nom 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 nom. But we also have to play Twingo because these good people did not pay money to watch.
Don't try and fool me that these are good people. Good people would be out, rescuing orphans from burning buildings and, finding a cure for cancer or COVID even. I'm just going to cut this up into manageable slices, like we do with Twingo. It's cut up with me singing a song.
I have more news.
To basically give you time to go and make a cup of tea.
I have more
go
news.
to the lavatorium.
I have more news.
More news.
As we mentioned.
I don't need this anymore.
As we mentioned.
I'm going to throw it in the sink from here. Cabaret's gain is basketball's loss.
As we mentioned, April the 2nd is the Double R Club first anniversary of Twingo Online. And there will be a competition. A
competition.
However, because they're too good for their own benefit,
quite frankly,
Shell and Pete are banned from entering this one. Well,
also because they won the last one and part of the prize was to judge the next one. But if you want to make it dramatic, then yes, they're banned.
Banned! But they will be
banned on the run. Banned on the run.
Shush. And I'll stab you with that knife.
It's in the sink.
We want you to create your year.
It could be a year of Twingo. It could be something else that happened to you this year because we've all been under this for at least a fucking year. So create some kind of art piece.
As an art piece. Post it onto Instagram. When you get next week's Twingo cards, all the competition rules will be there. But we want to see your artistic impression of the last 12 months. Obviously, with a Twingo card from the March games included. But yes, absolutely, Maya. In order to be fair to everybody, Shell and Pete Python have been banned.
Shell's calling the pigs. Little pigs, let me in.
Shell and Pete are our guest judges. And you could win a box of stuff.
And that's how specific we're going to be. A box of stuff.
We'll be less specific on the night.
No, more specific.
More specific on the night. But less specific on the next few weeks.
That was a good donut.
I ordered a really good donut.
Very good donut.
There's 5 of them.
It's also on a bowl.
No. I'm still eating this time. You can see our napkins, cotton, not making landfill. Just rewash them. Right.
They serve you right.
So before you did that thing that you did with it, people were giving us their scores.
Oh yes, we didn't ask the scores. It's not like we've done this before.
And it's not looking great.
Really?
The highest I think we have is 13. So Joanne Tesla Poo's on 13. Shell's on 10. Maya's on 13. Fluffy and JJ are on 11 and 9. Andrea's on 13. Shane's on 12. So everybody's in that 12, 13.
I think maybe a speed round.
Okay. You asked for it. You're going to get it.
I suggested it.
Twingo speed handful.
Time handful.
Time handful.
We were talking about time hands the other day.
We were in bed.
We
just
can't remember where it came from.
And we're thinking,
I said, where did time hand even come from?
I was reading and you were reading and you said to me, Rose, and I said, yes, Benjamin. You said, where did time hand come from? And we cannot
remember where it actually came from. We know what it is or the concept, but
there was gin.
There was gin.
And they all exist. All 46 episodes exist on the internet.
But we don't know where time hand was coined.
We can't remember which show it was. So there you go. That happened. Yeah. So speed handful. Oh, wait, not drop them. Donna Hayward.
If anyone would, Hayward. Donna Hayward. Donna for Lula Hayward. Donna Madonna, there's always manana. Donna Hayward.
Silent drape runners.
Silent drape runners.
And John can retype his joke if he wants.
Did you mistype?
No, but he's made a joke that I wasn't going to say until I'd read out the balls.
Balls.
Heart locket.
That's what we're looking for. Heart locket. If you have it, cross it, dab it. But it's actually not a locket, was it? It was a half heart necklace like this one. Like this one. Ooh. Half heart necklace is what it is. But we're looking for heart locket, even though that is incorrect with the series.
Oh, will it be raining? Will it be raining when you visit the White Lodge?
Will there be a tatty gazebo and maybe a plastic crystal hanging? We'll never know. At the White Lodge. White Lodge.
Shell says it was the Christmas Eve show that saw the birth of Time Hand. So
how do you remember that?
Well, probably writing a book about it.
An oral history of Twingo.
Had it been that Shell and Pete were not banned from entering the Your Year competition, maybe Time Hand would appear in it. Ooh.
Ooh.
Leland Palmer.
Leland Palmer. I did not kill anybody. Leland Palmer. Leland Palmer. Leland Palmer. L to the P. Leland Palmer.
R to the T. Rose Thorne. Don't let them rattle you, coop.
Keep chickens. Don't let them rattle your coop. The chickens can't stand it. Sends them crazy. Don't let them rattle your coop.
Agent Cooper.
Agent for Lula Cooper. Agent Cooper, the man himself. Quick riddle for you to be going on as we go through these balls while she takes a drink. I'm reading a book at the moment, genuinely reading a book at the moment. That is to remind me what to call my wife. What book am I reading? That's a riddle for you. I'm reading a book to remind me what to call my wife. What book am I reading?
Oh, there's arguments.
Oh, about when Time Hand was. It was before that, apparently, said Maya.
Benjamin Horn.
Benjamin Horn. Benjamin Horn. Benjamin Horn owns, of course, the Great Northern Hotel and another business we won't mention just yet because it's on another board. Benjamin Horn. Benjamin Horn. Benjamin Horn.
Ed Hurley.
Ed Hurley is Mr. Hurley to you, but Ed to his friends. Ed Hurley to the tax department. Ed Hurley. What book am I reading? Reminds me what to call my wife. What book am I reading?
Jean Renault.
Jean Renault. Brother, of course, of Jacques with his cabin. It up to. That's we've had him. Jack's cabin. We've had that. Jean Renault. Jean Renault. Cross it, dab it.
And today I took delivery of some badges for the sci-fi auction, which are Star Wars exclusive Renault badges.
They're Renault Star Wars badges.
You could only get them if you were buying a new car.
Or if you get them on the Cabaret vs. Cancer sci-fi, fantasy and horror auction. Yes, Patrick, that is the book that I am currently reading, The Name of the Rose.
Oh, birthday winner. Yay, Patrick. Whoop, whoop. Also,
I'll send you the book when I've finished it if you want. If you haven't read it.
That's a nice thing to do.
I could do that.
Also arrived this week in the postal delivery selection is something from David Lynch's office.
Actually from David Lynch's office. That's actually been in the hands of Mr. David Keith Lynch himself.
Actually, from DKL, as I call him. He has signed exclusively for the Cabaret vs. Cancer Lynch Twin Peaks auction this summer a copy of the angriest dogs in the world.
Dog. Just the one.
The angriest dog in the world, signed exclusively.
It's a book. It's a collection of those cartoons that Lynch drew and wrote for a newspaper somewhere in America. I don't know what newspaper it was. He signed the book
just for us. Basically, I talked to his assistant, and we have a rapport. And I write to him. I send him things, and he sends them back. So that's kind of.
That's kind of fucking amazing.
Kind of cool.
Kind of cool.
So yeah. Yeah. I've got a dead leg.
Right.
My back.
You've got another leg though.
Is kind of crumbling, and I've got a dead leg.
You want to sit down? We don't have a stool high enough. You'd disappear if you sat down.
So, right. Twingo ball hand. Twingo ball hand. Which balls are in my Twingo hand? Mark Frost.
Co-creator, of course, of Twin Peaks. He wrote those books. You know the ones. Mr. Mark Falula Frost. Mr. Mark Frost. Mark Frost. Mark Frost. Brother, of course, to Jack. Mark Frost.
Wrote a TV series called Lost. I'm trying to think of things that remind.
Oh, you see, it would have rhymed with Frost. Lost. But you didn't write that.
Packard Sawmill.
Packard Sawmill. Fred Truax, you're out of here. Packard Sawmill. Packard Sawmill.
Black Yukon Sucker Punch.
Black Yukon Sucker Punch. Black Yukon Sucker Punch. It's a sucker punch. It's black. And it's from the Yukon. It's a black Yukon Sucker Punch. Cross it, dab it.
Last weekend, when you were going for your bathing ritual, aka shower, I was watching The Matrix.
Ah.
And it was the second half of The Matrix. Well, it's quite near the end.
Right.
Where Keanu Reeves does this into a man's chest, and he
goes
flies back. And Ruby's been teaching me how to do it.
Ruby doesn't know how to do it.
Yes, he does.
When did he study martial arts?
Well, we had an exchange, and he sent me a video of how to do it, and it's called a palm face punch.
palm face punch,
Yeah,
right?
because you use the face of your palm.
what-
Palm face punch.
What part of the hand is hitting? And is it the sternum you're going for?
Yeah, the squidgy bit just below the
No,
sternum.
that's the sternum is the hard bit.
Yeah, squidgy bit just below the
So
sternum.
the solar plexus, I think that is.
And you go with this.
You're making this up,
No,
right?
no. And you go with the heel of your hand, and it goes right in and under, so that your hand almost cups the solar plexus.
No, the
Yeah.
I was going to say
Don't do it to
scrotum.
me.
So your hand almost cut. It's the scrotum is here. You have a big problem.
So Ruby's teaching me how to do it, and next week when we go for a walk to the cemetery, he's going to show me how to do it.
On a passerby,
No,
he's just going to go.
so
Excuse me, sir. Have you got the time?
and basically, and then I'll do it live on Twingo first anniversary show, and I'll punch you with my open palm face punch just below the sternum, cupping the solar plexus, live on the internet, and you'll go flying through the wall, and
That's something to look forward to, then, isn't it?
and yes, Ruby's been teaching me how to do that. Well, you were in the shower, and there's 3 people in my life that I ask questions to. You, Sean Mooney, and Ruby Wednesday. And out of the 3 of them, I thought Ruby may know how to kill a man with his bare hands.
You should
more
ask
than
Tony
any of
Two
the
Tops.
3 of you.
Tony Two Tops really knows what it is and how to do it.
Yeah, but it needs a cabaret twist. So yeah, I'm going to learn how to do that. Yeah, palm face punch. It's going to be great. The first anniversary edition of Twingo is going to be something never to be repeated.
Yeah, because they will never do it again because I'll be in hospital. And I'll get COVID.
Shell knows. Sweep the nipples. Sweep the nipples. See, we've got it made.
You're nowhere near the nipples.
Well, let's play Twingo.
So, Twink, yes.
Shelley Johnson.
Shelley, this is where we live, Shelley. Shelley Falula Johnson. Shelley Johnson, terrible tasting man. And when she gets the good guy, who killed the guy, Bobby Briggs, can't hold on to him. Shelley Johnson.
Abby's trying to ruin it for me.
By saying what?
The guy in the Matrix was in a harness. It wasn't a harness. It was the power of Keanu.
And he was an agent, so it's in the Matrix. None of it's real anyway.
Mr. Anderson.
I tell you what, in the Matrix, in the future, Nitwed and I'll take a hiding.
Big moths.
Big fucking moths in the future. Beware. Beware the future moths.
Lucy Moran.
Lucy Moran works at the sheriff's station. She's Lucy Moran. Going out with somebody we might mention. Lucy Moran. Lucy Goosey Moran. She's Lucy Goosey, but she's not a panicky goose. She's not a panicky goose, panicky goose, panicky goose. Panicky goose. I thought that was going to be an issue because you had hands full of balls. We've all been there, right?
Mostly in Manchester.
Apparently.
Nice day for a picnic.
It's not. It was fucking miserable and windy as a motherfucker. But nice day for a picnic, as Yogi may have said to Boo Boo. Picnic. Nice day for a picnic.
Welcome to Twin Peaks.
This is Twin Peaks and you're welcome to it. You see, I think that's probably the closest to another ball that we've already had. We've had Welcome to Twin Peaks, which was that. And then we've had Entering the Town of Twin Peaks. And I think some people potentially could mishear, and that could be the cause of a fraudulence. But we've had them both, so it doesn't matter.
Mike Snake Nelson.
Mike Snake Nelson. What an arsehole. Mike is the man. Mike's an arsehole is what he is. But when he appeared in season 3, he only had one scene. I think he was really good in that scene. Should have been in it more. He's really good.
He runs acting studios
with Cheryl Lee. Yes, he does.
Ceiling fan.
Ceiling fan. We're never going to survive unless we get a little crazy. If you're a fan of Seal, you could be a Ceiling fan. Ceiling fan. Of course, Seal's full name is Sealing. Didn't know that.
It goes like that.
We're never going to survive unless we get a little crazy.
Ceiling.
Celine. Seal Lean. It's not Seal Lean fan, is it?
I think we need to get a bench for me to sit on.
Well, no, we did like a bar stool, but with a footrest.
More drugs.
More drugs.
David. La 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 Lynn.
David Lynch. He signed The Angriest Dog in the World for Cabaret vs. Cancer, available to bid upon later on this year. David, the wonderful Lynch. David Lynch. With his weather forecasts every day on David Lynch Theatre on YouTube. I think you'll find your YouTube.
Do they still say that, Andrea and Jay? Do people still call each other in Glasgow tubes?
Because this was an insult I'd never heard until I met Rose. You're a tube.
You're a tube.
See? So,
Andrea and Jay will tell us it's still what the young people of Glasgow call.
Because they're down with the kids, I'm sure, like we are.
The owls were flying.
The owls were flying. Many things were blocked, said, of course, by the log lady, who's already been called the log lady. The owls were flying. The owls were flying.
Poker chip.
Poker chip. Don't put salt on it. Don't put vinegar on it. Don't put ketchup on it. Poke it. Poker chip. Poker chip. But don't eat too many chips, because then you'll, as many of us have during lockdown, put on a little bit of flab. And then when you try and travel, you'll be flabbing it uptown. Flabbing it uptown.
I have not put on weight during lockdown. I can still fit into my skirt.
No, you definitely haven't. I may have a little, I think.
I've got a skirt that has no elastic, and if I can fit into that, everything is fine.
I've got a suit that I haven't tried on that's always the bar of maybe, less biscuits.
The problem is I have a sweet tooth.
I did eat 4 biscuits before Twingo, though.
And then had a donut.
And then you gave me a donut, so...
Yeah, I have a sweet tooth. That's the problem. Is every night I like to have a pudding.
You do. You're a big pudding
a biscuit
monster.
Or a cake or a donut or...
I'm clearly not sweet enough for her.
I've been making a lot of apple crumble. We've had a lot of apple crumble.
She makes the best apple crumble.
We've had a lot of apple crumble.
Yeah, so maybe I shouldn't try that suit on just yet.
And when I make Yorkshire puddings, I make 9 of them, and we eat all of them. I'm a feeder.
And her business friend's Australian, so...
Agent Denise Bryson.
Puts her pants on one leg at a time, if you know what I mean. I have no idea. Agent Denise Falula Bryson. Agent Denise Bryson. Cross it, dab it. You know all of the business.
Smoked cheese pig.
Smoked cheese pig. Smoked cheese pig.
Wait for the tea. The fish aren't running.
Wait for the tea. The fish aren't running. Wait for the tea. The fish aren't running. So wait for the tea, because the fish aren't running.
Sheriff Truman.
He's a man. He's true. He's a true man. And he's also a sheriff. That makes him Sheriff Truman. Sheriff Truman.
He is Bob.
He is Bob, eager for fun. He wears a smile. Everybody run. You may think he's gone insane, but I promise he will kill again.
Palm face punch.
He is Bob. Palm. He will kill you with a palm face punch.
What are the scores on the doors?
Scores on the doors. Let's get these people.
Scores on the doors. Scores on the doors. While you're typing in the scores on the doors, another date for your diary, because we've said that.
Yes, we have.
July the 28th and 29th, Cabaret versus Cancer will be staging an actual show with people on the stage, with people in an audience, all in the same room. We will be staging Ashes to Ashes live at Wilton's Music Hall. Wilton's Music Hall is one of the oldest music halls in the country.
It's an amazing venue.
It is fantastic. Fingers crossed the government don't... This will be our 3rd attempt at staging this show. Sean Mooney is the technical director and super boss. I just swan around smiling. Sean does all the hard work at this Wilton's show, and Serena Del Fuego is our social media manager for the show as well. So if you want to come up to London for a couple of days,
and if you like David Bowie,
well,
why wouldn't you?
We won't be doing Twingo that week because we'll be live at Wilton's Music Hall in theory with 300 people. 300 people in one room.
That's a crazy idea,
Can
but I
you
love
believe
that
it?
idea.
And so we'll be there, and if you want to buy a ticket and come along, it will be amazing. Go to wiltonsmusichall.org and you can get
Okay,
tickets.
so we've got scores of 18, 19,
18,
15,
16,
16,
17,
17.
20. Shane Gilliver is on 20. Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Dropped a ball. Not for the first time.
Dropped a bollock.
Maya's on 17. John's on 16. Graham's on 16. Patrick's on 18. Fluffy and JJ 18 and 14. Narja's on 19. Joe Foley's on 15. Joe Gilliver is on 18. And then Shell starts talking about
how she's seen Pete eat 13 Yorkshire puddings.
Oh, I could eat that.
Easily.
I love Yorkshire pudding.
She makes amazing Yorkshire pudding.
Right, so we're not quite in a special place yet, but got the cat cake.
Stop doing that. Get your back.
This is why, Joe, I'm always so sore on a Friday. Nothing to do with what you're making me do. See, you're a bit wired because you've had a sugar donut.
Totally wired, can't you see?
Horn's department store.
Horn's department store. It's the department store owned by Benjamin Horn. It's Horn's department store. Horn's department store.
The Road House.
A polar bear fell on me. The Roadhouse. Cross it, dab it.
Nadine Hurley.
The monocular Mrs. Nadine Falula Hurley. Nadine Hurley, cross her off.
Leo Johnson.
Ponytail. This is where we live, Shirley. What an arsehole. Leo Johnson. Oh, Leo Johnson.
Pierre Tremont.
Queen Con. Pierre Tremont.
Harold Smith.
Harold, claw me own face off. Jeunam solitaire Smith. Harold Smith, cross him the F off.
Wrapped in plastic.
Wrapped in plastic. She's dead. Wrapped in plastic. She's dead. Wrapped in plastic. Cross it the F off.
Owl.
Simply owl. Nothing more. Nothing less. A owl. That's a owl.
What did we have in the interval for a snack? That's right. I was waiting for them to answer and I couldn't hear them. Donuts.
Donut. Now we can say it. We had a donut. Donut. As in disturb. Take a flying fact and a rolling donut. Donut. Cross it off if you've got it. Only it. Did you hear that? I think that can mean only one thing.
Tension zone.
We are in the tension zone. Finally, we are in the tension zone, which means we are very close to one and indeed 3 of you winning. We have a first place, a second place, and a third place. Keep playing. Well, there will be winners very soon.
Annie Blackburn.
Annie Blackburn. She's burnt black. She's Annie Blackburn. Cross her off. Let's get you into the winner's enclosure.
Waldo, R.I.P.
Waldo, R.I.P. R.I.P. of course being spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch. R.I.P. Waldo.
Log.
Simply log. Simply log. Goes with the log lady. Who's the lady with the log? She's a log lady. What's she carrying? Log.
Big Ed's Gas Farm.
Big Ed's Gas Farm. Well, can I just see the mime for gas farm? Big Ed's Gas Farm. Cross it off. Let's get you in that winner's enclosure.
Yes, we did call Log, Maya.
Yes, we did. Log.
Jennifer Lynch.
Jennifer Lynch. She wrote the secret diary, which we can say,
Yeah.
of Laura Palmer, which we can also say. Jennifer Lynch, daughter of David Lynch, director in her own right.
The cat's electric blanket's on.
So she's basically turned into liquid cat.
James Harley.
James was always cool. James, just you. Hurley, James Hurley. James Falula Hurley. James Hurley.
He always got to the parties before everybody else.
Yeah, he would have done it. Sat on his own, brooding.
Early. James Hurley was always early.
Are you suggesting that Hurley is actually a way of saying early?
Twingo!
We have a Twingo
Oh
from
my lord!
Annika.
Annika's won her first Twingo.
Really? She's never won. Congratulations, Annika. I'm even going to overlook that you didn't do it in capitals.
Oh, but there's
Congratulations,
exclamation
Annika.
marks. Annika, you have been
Write it bigger, says Maya.
Annika, you have been screen grabbed. Take a breath.
You've been grabbed.
You take a breath. We're going to keep on playing because there's how many winners, Benjamin?
2 more. That means 3.
Sarah Palmer.
Better known as Smokey McSmokeface, Sarah Falula Palmer. Sarah Palmer, cross her the F off. Cross her off. Cross her off. Damn you.
Wyndham Earl.
Gave his name to the popular beat combo. I was listening to Wyndham Earl's track as I put my makeup on. It was the track Creme de Menthe at the Shrunken Head from their album Mai Tai Pink Eye or Pink Eye Mai Tai. I forget. I may have had some gin. Wyndham Earl. Wyndham Falula Earl.
Meals on wheels.
Meals on wheels. They're on wheels, they're meals. That means that they must be, by definition, meals on wheels.
This time last week, I had this many balls back left and loads of people had called. It just goes to show anything can happen.
It just goes to show the live dream of the casino soul scene.
Norma Jennings.
Norma Jennings, she makes those pies at the Double R. Also, terrible fucking tasting men. But we know what that's like. Norma Jennings. Norma Jennings.
He is wrong. He can't ask for your soul. I will take his.
He is wrong. He can't ask for your soul. I will take his.
Dr. Hayward.
Dr. Hayward. Father, of course, to Donna Hayward. Or is he? Spoilers. It's been 30 years. Dr. Falula Hayward. Dr. Hayward. Doc Hayward.
Nobody else.
If anyone would, Hayward.
2 more prizes to win.
Oh, Annika has won once before.
Oh, okay.
She's an old hat.
Ruby Wednesday. I didn't even know you were
We
there.
didn't even know you were playing. Oh, that means he was, that means Ruby was really concentrating.
Did you hear me telling them about how you were going to teach me how to do the palm face punch?
Palm face punch. Abby as well.
Holy bloody moly. Well, there we go. We have a Twingo triage.
But also, Ruby's called it like 5 times.
Yeah, but
So,
Ruby, I've got...
take a breath,
so
Rube.
Annika, Ruby, and Abby. Oi, oi.
Abby. Oi, oi, oi. Abby.
Oi.
Abby.
Oi.
Abby.
Oi, oi, oi. There you go. That's what people used to do back in the 1970s.
It was, we had to make our own entertainment.
It was a different time.
It was a different time.
I'm going to do the checking of these cards because I am fully expecting some fraudulence.
Well, particularly from Ruby, because they are, let's be honest, not a disrespectful, disreputable personage.
Troublemaker.
A
Well,
loose cannon who doesn't play by the rules.
I'm going to go. You're going to do your thing.
Okay, while Rose checks the scorecards just before we have the prize giving, we need to check the cards, of course. What I usually do is take this opportunity to try and flog to you a few of the books, what I have written. We have my novel, The 35 Timely and Untimely Deaths of Cumberland County. Great deal of murder, strangeness in the woods. Why did I pick the pen name Mason Ball? I just went for the stupidest name I could come up with, and it just stuck. I received a message on Facebook about this book by someone that had read it. A very nice message saying they really, really liked it and are recommending it to all their friends. So that was lovely. So that's my novel. We have my latest collection of stories based around the theme of technology. This is called The Invention of Mother. Think Black Mirror, think sci-fi, think, ooh, dark, surprising, strange, guaranteed to break the ice at parties. We have my 3 disturbing ghost stories with also interludes in between them. This comes with a free CDR of strange and disturbing soundscapes, all processed from recordings made at Chillingham Castle, Britain's most haunted castle. So they say, but they would say that even though there's no such thing as ghosts. We have The Menagerie, which is a fairy tale, what I wrote, and which is illustrated by the wonderful and lavishly tooled Mr. John Falula Atfield. Wonderful illustrations there. So that's available to break the ice at naughty parties. Then we have the 3 poetry books. We have Voices in the Red Velvet elsewhere, Further Voices in the Red Velvet elsewhere, and of course the Twin Peaks themed postcards from Twin Peaks, which is currently on sale in a bookshop, Barnes and Nobles, in Nevada, America. I know. So basically, these are mostly, there are some stories in here, but these are mostly poems written for introductions for acts at the Double R Club, if you can remember what the fuck that is. So I thought I would just read a couple of these. One from Voices in the Red Velvet elsewhere. Now, I probably read these before, but we've done fucking, how many? 37? 47 shows, or is it, at least? So I'm just going to read this. This one's called He is Legion. And if you ever feel like a phony, like you're pretending to be someone that you're not, well, be thankful you're not a performer. I mean, some people just make up names, silly names. It's called He is Legion. When the man that stands before you is not the man you see, when a woman toys with mirage, with disguise and mystery, when personalities clash, yet within a single form, then you know you have crossed over, that you've left behind the norm, and then this thing you see before you with a million faces plus is unnameable, unknowable. Even trying would concuss that little part of you, your rational mind that disbelieves your dreams, that will flounder in confusion and in darkness, for it seems that what you see it is not right, and what you see it is not wrong. What it is simply not. And it will throw you all headlong into a brackish sea of chaos that will black your beady eye, make you ask and ask the question, if that is not, then who am I? Something tells me I did that last week, but I don't think I did. Probably the week before. But anyway, I did it again. Okay, one more, I think, probably from Further Voices. What do we have here? Oh yes, this is one about basically about my life as a performer. I've studied acting, as I've said many a time, having blown the kazoo during Twingo. I've done Shakespeare, but this is what I've become. So it's basically about being an actor and what you become by wanting to be one. It's called Hey Diddledy Don't. To tread the treacherous path of the performer is not an easy road. You'll do many jobs you shouldn't have, jobs that may well goad your better judgment when in hindsight or make you cringe and make you curse, as you make a spectacle of yourself, a sow's ear from a silken purse. And yes, I'll admit it, I've done it. I've done things I'll never tell. Against beck and call of artistic need, I've endured lowly hell, and I have disgraced thespianism. I've gone from arty into farty. I've done the lowest job of all. I've done a children's party. For while I don't have kids, well, I was one. And need you be a high savant to think, recall, and to remember what it is that kiddies want? They like their silly jokes, their knock-knock this, and then their knock-knock that. And lo, they're eating right out of your hand in 30 seconds flat. The jokes they like are not too clever, err upon the side of silly. So do not try to be intellectual, oh, do not gild the lily. Jokes like, what is brown and sticky? Tell me that, my child, be quick. Why, the thing that's brown and sticky has to be, of course, a stick. Thus armed, I applied for the job, a clown for little tots, an entertainer for the young to tie their funny bones in knots. A birthday party was the gig, a little girl in her 6th year. I smiled down into those bluest eyes. I'd found my new career. I said, hello, young birthday girl. What is both brown and also sticky? And she frowned and crinkled up her nose, as if the answer, it was tricky. I don't mean to upset or offend you, speak out of turn or be disdainful. But she looked up at me with those big blue eyes and answered loudly, anal. I thank you, and please welcome back to the stage for the prize-giving ceremonies. Rose Thorn. Whoop, whoop.
Well, there was checking, Benjamin.
Was there?
Oh, yeah.
Checking and checking again.
And there was some double checking of certain people.
Yes.
I'm not going to embarrass them by saying their name out loud.
Wasn't out loud, I just mouthed it. Okay, so.
So, we have, in first place, her second placing, her first winning.
I also think I saw her say she probably would have left if she hadn't won by now because she starts at 7 tomorrow morning.
Well,
so
we shall be toot sweet then, shall we?
But Annika is first.
Annika's first.
Annika's
Ruby
first,
is
so.
second. And
Abby.
Abby is third.
So in third place, Abby.
Abby, you have won. You have won one trip to the bathroom courtesy of the Double R.
That's 3 sheets of branded red Double R Club toilet paper. 1 trip.
A donut postcard.
Send it to anyone you like, but not us.
A Twin Peaks sticker.
Ooh, stick it, stick it, stick it.
Double R blended coffee beans.
In an owl bag.
A chubba chubba chip chop.
That's not what they're called.
A shot of Asian Cooper Coffee Culture.
Drink it.
A Twingo 2021 pencil.
Twingo 2021 Garmin Bosier coloured pencil.
A cherry lollipop.
Suck it.
Ooh.
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 A owl. No, a angel.
Ah.
A angel badge.
Angel badge. Ah.
A tension zone fridge magnet.
A fridge magnet that says tension zone.
A tiny little heart-shaped soap for your private parts.
You can wash anything. Wash your hands with it.
And matching owls.
Ooh.
A owl eraser. All the owls match tonight. The owl
Matching
eraser
owls.
matches the owl that what I knitted as a badge.
And what is this owl called?
This owl is called Petunia.
Petunia, and Petunia is the owl of
Disappointment.
the owl of disappointment. Does that mean she takes away your disappointment?
No, she brings disappointment every time she walks in a room.
Well, what kind of prize is that?
Third prize.
Okay.
It's the kind of owl that when they walk into a party, everybody goes, "Oh God, Petunia's here." But then you say, "But I'm Petunia," and everybody loves you all over again.
That made no sense. Let's just move on.
Gin and drugs.
Gin and drugs. That's coming to you, Abby. You can rename the owl, of course. Maybe teach it to be the owl of joy. I don't know.
Of course, this time last year, Facebook reminds me,
Achoo.
because that's what Facebook does.
That's all it
That
does.
today, 12 months ago,
Ooh.
who announced COVID-19 as a pandemic.
That's the World Health
So
Organization.
today is the
The WHO.
pandemic's first birthday. Also, Facebook tells me that this time last year, I could find no hand soap in either Boots, Superdrug, or Tesco's.
Pandemic's birthday. Crappy birthday. Fuck
So-
you.
So,
Second prize
So-
to
we give you
Ruby.
Ruby. I'm not
Ah.
posting these, Ruby. You can collect them in person on Friday when we go for our cemetery walk
That's not tomorrow.
next Friday.
Next Friday.
Our cemetery walk, aka teaching Rose how to do a palm
Another
punch.
sunny day, so I'll meet you at the cemetery gates.
You have won
Yeats
Ruby
and
Wednesday.
Yates are on your side,
don't
but you
do that.
lose. No, we don't do that. Still, it's the Smiths. It's
Ruby
not Morris.
Wednesday, you have won, not one, but 2 trips to the bathroom.
That's
courtesy of
6
the Double R
sheets
Club.
of Double R Club red branded toilet paper. 2 trips to the lavatorium.
A postcard of the Great Northern.
Send it to anyone you like, but not to us.
A Twingo 2021 Garmin Bosier coloured pencil.
Oh yeah.
A cherry lollipop.
Suck it.
A black owl soap.
That's soap. It's not a crayon, even though it looks exactly the same as the crayon. It's a soap. Wash your hands with it.
A chubba chubba chip chop.
That's not what they're called. Why can't you wash your private parts with the owl?
Because it's too big. It gets overwhelmed. It gets an inferiority complex.
Next up.
A magic fortune-telling fish. This magic fortune-telling fish will tell you if you have COVID.
It will not do that.
It's not on the internet.
It will not do that.
A Twin Peaks agent Denise Bryson sticker
Ooh.
and a sticker of the
Venus de
that's kind of
Milo.
weird though, isn't it?
Jeez, what does it say?
I don't know what it says. I haven't got my glasses on.
Angle
I
it
do have
down
my
a bit.
glasses on.
No, hold it fucking still. No, I can't read that.
I bought a sticker that says something on it that he can't read.
Oh, mysterious
Ooh,
words.
mysterious.
Is it an incantation? We don't know.
Some double R coffee bean blend.
In an owl bag.
A bookmark. Ooh, with a rabbit on it. It's
Rabbit,
a rabbit,
rabbit,
bookmark.
rabbit,
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 bookmark.
rabbit, rabbit.
A Twingo is life. Fridge magnet.
A French magnet that reads Twingo is
What
live.
is Twingo?
It's life. A man say no to Twingo, he say no to life.
A rabbit to put in your hair, because your hair's gotten quite long. Put a little rabbit hair clip in your hair.
A rabbit, it's got some blue in it as well. Go.
Look at that, fancy coloured. You have won a cherry. Oh, it's a cherry. Is it a brooch? Is it a pie clip?
Tie-tin.
Tie clip. Tie clip. Tie clip.
It's not a clip.
Tie pin. Tie pin.
Or
Like
a
the
pie
tie-
tin.
Like the tie.
Can you make a pie in it? No.
Like a tie fighter.
Do do.
Boo boo. My head is in a spin. That's for you, Ruby Wednesday.
It feels like.
Oh,
It feels like.
a shot of Asian Pepper Cup cocktail. And matching owls. Ooh, look at these.
Ooh.
Matching purple owl eraser and a purple owl
And that
badge.
purple owl is called
Geraldine.
Geraldine, who is of course the owl of.
Stale biscuits.
Does she make your biscuits go stale? Does
Yeah,
she?
you put her in the biscuit tin.
I'm not seeing the use of Geraldine. Why would you want to do that?
Well, just because you're a man, you don't understand. Geraldine, the stale biscuit.
Owl.
Biscuiteer. It's a biscuiteer.
Biscuiteer, that's a word now. So that's something you've learned.
Geraldine.
Geraldine.
Geraldine is my name. Use it at your vein. Use it in vain.
Do not use it in vain, surely.
I've had a lot of
She
painkillers.
really has.
Annika.
Annika, first prize.
In no time at all. Yeah, it's not tomorrow, Ruby. I've got meetings tomorrow. Next Friday, I said. Next Friday.
He thought it was tomorrow.
Well, let me check my work diary, but I think I'm busy tomorrow.
Oh.
Next Friday is what I thought it was. I put it in my book the day off. Annika, you have won. Not one,
That wouldn't be enough.
not two,
That would be an insult.
but 3 trips to the bathroom courtesy of the Double R Club.
3 trips to the lavatorium.
A owl postcard.
And is there anyone you like? But probably not us, because we've got loads.
A Twingo 2021 pencil.
The coveted.
2 Twin Peaks style stickers.
Ooh.
A cherry lollipop.
Suck it.
A Chubba Chubba Chip Chop.
That's not what they're called.
Some Double R coffee bean blends.
Ooh.
A blue rose soap.
So, wash your hands with it.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I think you have one of these.
The evil. Yeah, I think you probably have an evil in these woods
Do you
torch.
have one of these, Annika?
I looked at that when you turned it on. I'm now blind.
Annika, I think you have one of these. If you
I
have,
was blind,
I will
but
change
now
it
I
for
can
something
see.
else. It's a red. Ooh.
The evil in these woods torch.
See you in the woods.
Yeah, I think
torch.
you may have one of these.
A shot of Asian cocktail.
Ooh, yeah.
A blue rose corsage
Oh.
brooch. A playing cards. Ooh, winning playing cards.
Ooh.
Key ring. First time
Ooh,
out
thank God.
ever.
Ooh, I think we've seen them.
A double R club. Oh, you can't really see that. Double R club fridge magnet.
Fridge magnet. Magnet onto your
ooh.
fridge.
A dice
Ooh.
pin. It's a pin that's a dice.
Is it a dice?
It's
Is
a
it a
single
die?
die.
We don't know.
Die.
Die, Bart, die.
A pine cone, Annika.
Pine cone.
It's a pine cone.
Pine cone.
It's a pine cone.
It's not a sexual pine cone.
No. Filthy
So beware.
Manchester.
Filthy Manchester, so much to answer
This
for.
is a Sam Stanley inspired rabbit. And you know that it's Sam Stanley inspired because he's wearing a little
Little bow tie, little dicky bow.
Little bow
dicky
tie.
bow.
Oh, twisted bow tie.
Twisted like
Yellow
us.
Sam Stanley with his bow tie.
It's an egg
Also-
cozy.
It's an egg cozy. It's a finger puppet.
Finger bobs. Finger bobs.
And
There is something,
you have
finger
one.
bobs.
oh, grey owl. It's a grey,
Monochrome.
a grey owl eraser and the grey owl pin.
And a grey owl that is called
Jack.
Jack the Grey Owl of
Cherry pie.
I mean, it's a strange colour for a cherry pie owl, isn't it? So, does he like cherry pie? Does he mean that cherry pie will just come to you?
He sings that song every time you hold him to your ear. You're my cherry pie. See, listen, listen, can you hear?
She's a cherry pie.
That's what he does.
She's.
Jack.
You still said you're my. She's.
And yeah, and you've won all of these.
All of these.
I've had gin. I've had painkillers. I think I might have to have a cup of tea. And
Nice bit of pear tea.
Maybe some pear tea and maybe a sit down.
Maybe a sit down.
I'm gonna go.
You're gonna go.
Go.
That was Twingo 47. Thank you so much for playing. Congratulations to the winners. Commiserations to the losers. But who knows? If you play next week, you may be a winner. Then you will know what it's like to step into the winners' enclosure. So thank you for playing. We'll be doing this again next week at Twingo 48. Or is it? We'll never know. Will you? Maybe. No. Yes, we'll be playing it again. Thank you so much for playing. Until next week, do stay safe. Don't go out unless you have to or unless you can. Do wear a mask if that is required. And don't, and I cannot stress this enough, do not lick the doorknobs. Thank you and good night.